What's going on, Dragon Ball Z fans? Paul here from the COD Brothers Gaming, bringing you guys another DBZ discussion. Today we're going to be talking about why, in my opinion, Trunks, Future Trunks that is the greatest DBZ character of all time. Now, granted, I have watched pretty much everything to do with Dragon Ball Z. I've watched Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT. Even if it's not canon, I've seen it. I played Dragon Ball MMO, that's also canon with the story, and that's 300 years in the future. So, I'm not like some dude that came out of nowhere and just saying, hey, he looks cool. I have a lot of facts as to why I think he's the greatest, and you guys can listen to him, you guys can disagree, but in terms of power level, no way he's the best, but in terms of character and character development and all those things, he is the best. And honestly, I don't think any other character comes close to him, and for the reasons that he fights for and stuff like that. So let's talk about this, right? So in the movie of History of Trunks, if you guys haven't seen it, it's a movie solely, it pretty much revolves around only Trunks. It revolves around his life and the times that they're growing up in. And that movie was one of the greatest movies in the Dragon Ball Z franchise. I honestly think that was one of the first movies I saw as well. That was like the second one. That one and I think Dead Zone were the first two that I ever saw. Followed by Legend of Bardock, I was gonna say. Legend of Trunks. But anyway, if you guys have ever seen this movie, you guys would know that it's a very, very dark time. It's not exactly what you would expect from Dragon Ball Z. It's not all happy and stuff like that. It's very, very dark. And the fact of that is just that they don't have any Dragon Balls in this era. It's like Dragon Ball Z without the Dragon Balls, and what would happen without it. And it's very crazy because there's no communication at all with like other worlds or anything like that. You have no Piccolo or Kami to bring back people from the dead or stuff like that. So it's pretty crazy. When someone dies, they're actually dead. In the real Dragon Ball Z, or in the legit canon storyline, when someone dies, I don't feel like they're dead at all. I honestly feel like, hey, why aren't you showing me their point of view right now? I want to see Otherworld for a bit. Why aren't you putting your hand on King Kai's back to talk to people? I mean, you just died 10 seconds ago, and now you're giving Gohan tips on how to kill Cell. It was things like that that just, it kind of nulled the fact that he's dead. So I didn't really ever feel like it was just like, okay, he could just call us at any time with King Kai or something like that. Or they could just show us his point of view. In this movie, it was all about Trunks and his struggles in the world and the human struggle. So another reason why I think he's one of the greatest Saiyans is his transformation. When he went Super Saiyan, when he fought Broly, his entire jacket disintegrated. Who else has done this? He went right next to Gohan and Goku and powered up, and out of all of them, he was the best. I think this is one of the greatest transformations, even those 2 seconds in all of Dragon Ball Z. It can never stand up to the Super Saiyan 3 transformation because that is just pure epicness, but it's up there. It really is. And another moment that I thought was epic was when he found Gohan's dead body at the scene of the fight. He actually died from the 2 androids at 17 and 18, and then he's looking at the body, and you could actually feel the rage in this guy's heart. He's like crying there, and the motion and all the music in the scene was just amazing. And you could definitely see that he was just unleashed. Like, this guy found the reasons that he had to fight for. He tapped into his inner abilities, and this is how it stuck for like the rest of the show. I mean, Goku and Vegeta always fought to test their limits or stuff like that. It was all petty things, like to surpass one another. They always prolonged the fight in some ways. I mean, they could have killed enemies faster than they could have if they went all out, but I mean, Trunks would go instantly for the kill. He's a real hero. He's nothing like the kid counterpart, and that's the thing. It kind of shows you how people are different when they grow up in different societies. Like, some kids that grow up in tough times turn out to be better than other kids in terms of attitude and stuff like that. Kid Trunks is spoiled as hell, and you saw his methods of fighting. How about we drag out the battle for as long as we can, like epic warriors? And no, this Trunks was like, let's end it as fast as possible, end the pain and misery, end the suffering, end all of that. We don't need that anymore. And that's why I feel like he's a true hero. And he always fought for the right reasons, and he went back to his own time, killing Cell and the androids and trying to restore peace as like the last Saiyan on Earth, which was just amazing. I mean, I wouldn't return to my own time if it was left in shambles like that, but he goes back in time, he faces everything, he faces the nightmare, ends all of it, and he turns out to be the savior of mankind and everyone. That's just something that I think is amazing. He technically saved 2 like timelines. He's like the father of time. I mean, who else could have done that? Bulma couldn't have done that if she went back in time. She wouldn't have been able to come back and fix everything. She would have had to break like the space-time continuum if she did, because she would meet her past self. So technically, Trunks saved everybody, and I think that's why he's the greatest character. You guys can disagree with me or agree with me in the comment section below. And Goku and Vegeta come in a close second, but I want to see your thoughts and opinions. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like it if you guys enjoyed, and subscribe. Peace.